So this particular recipe is what I term baby special. They love it. This is just plantain, egg yolks, and milk. But before I say anything, it's important that we make everything clean. Wash everything. You cannot overwash anything. Now follow the steps I used just the way I did it. Cut off the head, chop the plantain just like this. So I'm using 4 fingers of plantain here. I'm doing that because I want to store in the freezer so that my baby can eat more than just 1 serving. What I'm going to do is I'm going to boil it separately and then blend it separately and then, mash my egg yolk into it. If you want to in fact, you can just use just 2 for 1 serving. That one, you're allowed to blend this plantain with the egg yolk together, right? And the good thing about plantain that I must mention is the fact that it is rich in carbohydrates. It contains B vitamin. Plantain helps the baby with energy and grow blood cells, in the body, and also tissues as well. Plantain contains vitamin C that helps the baby's eyesight, skin, immune system. Eggs, on the other hand, are so good. Eggs contain vitamin B12, D, and is an antioxidant. It washes off dirt from the baby's body. Plantain is so important for brain development and increases focus, in our baby's brain, and also helps with their memory. You see these recipes, I'm telling you, they're so good. Now, after you've mashed your egg yolk, mix it very well, and then put 2 scoops of your formula. If you're still breastfeeding, you can use your breast milk if you want, but if you're using formula, just 2 spoons is enough. That one just locks up the taste, my darling. Stir well. You're seeing the particle of the egg yolk because I meshed it. If I had blended it, that would have been very smooth, right? You're good. After you stir well, serve your baby. I had to add my baby eating this one so that you can see that it's like a treat. It's like you're giving them ice cream and yogurt. This recipe is superb. You see the recipe here? This is the recipe. If you have a baby that you want to fatten up, to look pokey and to look nice, this is the recipe. What is in here? Rice, date, and apple. So initially I wanted to use 10 tablespoons of rice, but when I checked my apple, I didn't want it to spoil. Let me just go. So I added 10 more, so I'm using 20. But the measurement is, if you're going to use 5 tablespoons of rice, we'll go with 1 apple. 10 tablespoons we go with 2 apples, 15 we go with 3 apples, 20 we go with 4 apples. You get the drift exactly. So I added more because my apple had stayed in my freezer for a bit, and I wanted my fridge rather, and I wanted to use them up, so I added more. Yeah, exactly. Now I can always mention, please, we're cooking for our babies, you have to boil water and wash your rice first before you start cooking. This particular video, I want to show you the dirt that will come out of your rice. No matter how clean the rice looks, once you just pour water, just see. Now do your baby well. Now don't skip this part at all. So once you're done, you can now put that on fire and start boiling that and head to your apple. Skin it away, peel it like you're peeling oranges. Exactly. Peel that away. Do that for all the apples. Break that into like 4 pits. Take out the seeds inside that, take that out and cut them into small bits, and then head back to your date. Just I'll show you that as well. But open the date and take out the seed. So while this is going on, let me just tell you the benefits, why I'm bragging about this. See, from the rice to the apple, they are very rich in carbohydrates, which is essential for our baby's energy. We want a pokey, active baby. Go with this one. Rice also has vitamin C and fiber, so no constipation. The food is coming out, like he's eating and he's taking out the waste easy, which is amazing. Apple also helps strengthen your baby's bones and helps them heal wounds. Like what? So you see why I'm bragging about this exactly. Let's now go to dates. My darling, date helps with indigestion as well. No constipating baby in my corner. It aids brain development. It cures gastric ulcer. You know how babies can have gas and it begins to hurt their tummy? Date cures that perfectly. Date also strengthens the baby's teeth, improves hemoglobin level in the blood. So just follow it exactly how I'm telling you. This one should be a staple in your house. The rice is ready right now. We're heading to the blender, right? And of course the apple and date, please boil that together and keep the water because we'll use the water in blending. So we put the rice in and we're putting the apple and the date, the boiled apple and date and the stock inside that. If the water is not enough, which it might not be, add more water and then blend. You see this particular recipe here, this one is a staple. Like anytime you come to my house, you must always just go to my freezer, you will see it there, definitely. Now this one is sweet potato and carrot puree. My darling, let's walk through it. Yeah, I'm using this particular size because I already have currently in my freezer, so this one is just for this recipe sake. Yeah, because of this size, I'm using just 1 finger of carrot. If you're going to use bigger, add 2 carrots, or even 3 as your size of potato carries. Exactly. Wash it in the water before you even slice. Then you slice, then you boil. Now I advise that you boil this one with the carrot itself. Remember to grate your carrots, chop it into small bits, and you can boil. In fact, you should boil them together so that the flavor and taste mix up together. Exactly. So when you're done, please wash this thing before you even put it on fire and start boiling. Yeah, let's now move to why sweet potato is good. Sweet potato actually has vitamin A, which helps with your baby's eyesight. It helps with the skin and immune system of the baby. It also has fiber, which aids digestion. So no story of a baby's constipated. Baby's going to excrete everything easy. It cleanses the system. And remember, carrot, I said, also has vitamin A, which helps with the immune system, helps with the heart, helps with the lung and the kidney. Carrot also helps with baby's eyesight. It has vitamin K and vitamin B6, which helps with blood clots, skin, hair, eyes, liver health. You should always have a pack of sweet potato in your freezer. You can refrigerate it. The taste is so good. Now, to lock this one finally for your baby, you should put milk. For formula, I advise 2 scoops of formula per serving. This one just helps the baby just enjoy it. It will be so sweet and yummy. Exactly. Or if you're using breast milk, put breast milk. Just watch your baby enjoy you and say, "Mommy, thank you for loving me." Now this recipe is goodness. This is boiled rice and carrot puree, right? So we're using 5 tablespoons of rice, and then we're using 2 fingers of carrots. Now, like I said before, baby food, please, important that you're just clean, very, very clean. Before I do anything, I have to boil water and wash the rice first before I even start boiling the rice. For the carrots, I have to scrape the back of the carrots, chop it into pieces, and then boil it to get a hair before I can now blend. Yeah, and now this recipe is so good because the carrot contains a very high level of vitamin A, which supports the immune system and also helps with the heart and the lungs and kidney of your baby. It also helps your baby's eyesight and eye health. It contains vitamin B and vitamin B6 that helps with blood clots, skin, hair, eye, and liver health. See, this particular meal, your baby needs to eat it like almost every day, and it's sweet because the carrot is there, it's yummy. Yeah, so make it tasty. You can put 2 scoops of milk. You see, milk just helps to lock the taste. It takes away the just bland puree nature of every puree you have. And see how I'm blending it. To put water, not too much water, just make it like loosen it up. Do you get me? Exactly. So back to the milk. You can either use formula, 2 scoops of formula, or your breast milk. It just helps them lock the taste. Yeah, can you see this one? Maybe can obviously eat this like 3 times or 4 times. These foods that I'm giving you, they're healthy, but they're also staple in your house, easy to get all the time.